skills and keeping a cool head at the critical moments. And here, Divya, she has been very successful with the white pieces, and now she goes for this system of just winning this bishop and then playing with the bishop pair.
Yeah, and we're off in the bullet, and I see here that I feel like I've often seen a lot of positions like this go in White's favor in this match, but now we've got a little bit of a different
Careful,
setup. Sacrifices,
careful.
knight six is on tap.
Exactly. Knight takes h5 is also in the air. So knight to d5, the bishop's access to f7 needed to be blocked. And of course, Valentina finds this. And yeah, Valentina's been very, very impressive in this portion. Rook to e8.
I'd be tempted. I'd be tempted to sack, knight h5, but it's probably not good enough. Even in a bullet game, you want to keep your pieces, right? I mean, because you
I
got
don't
two
know.
two pawns, and
I'm
you're
with you
probably gonna
though.
get a third.
Because I'd
Yeah.
rather sack and go for chaos than this. Because, in the chaos, anything can happen. Here, look at this bishop on d6. It's amazeballs. Okay, look. Pawn comes to h4. Yeah, Valentina, she knows what she has to do. Open up diagonals. And now, rook c8, bishop b8, set up a battery. Queen f6, rook c8,
Can we
open
get
lines.
F4? I mean,
Yeah, I
no,
think you're
I'm
going to have to. A5, yes.
trying to extricate that bishop, but it doesn't look super promising. Queen d6 threatening mate, but rook h1 protecting it in cold blood. Now rook e6 trying to get to f6 and make all sorts of other threats.
Yeah. But Divya, she is fighting like a lion. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I just thought that this position was just almost standard play for black, but she just grabbed the pawn on a5, calmly defending against the checkmate idea, and is just setting up a blockade and saying, you cannot pass. I like that move. It's bold, it's brave, a little bit too reckless, but who cares? It's
Now,
bullet chess.
yeah, we can do what we want here, huh? Bishop a3 ideas could be in the offing. And
Yeah,
we get what? Pawn takes
no.
f3. Ooh, we got g3 checking too. Okay, that's too much.
Yeah, it is too much. Queen e4. Oh, and now queen f3. Rook, love this move. Rook c6, pivoting so that the rook can move to f6. And that's why Divya just gives up the bishop, gives up the rook for the bishop. But yeah, it's not enough. Yeah, rook takes e3.
Fantastic game. Rook e2 coming. And Divya resigns because she wants to make sure she has enough games to come back if she can start winning some games. Only
Absolutely.
11 and a half minutes left, and she needs 3 wins to get back to even.
Yes, she does. She needs to pull a whole load of victories in a row, and she needs to do them as quickly as possible because 11 minutes isn't that long. And just over 10 minutes to hold on to your dream of getting into the quarterfinals. D4. Okay, rook c1. Take on d4. I don't see why this is a tremendous blunder, I'll be honest with you. I don't think it is. And now what to do? Queen h5 is very tempting. Rook c2 is also another idea. Rook
So black
b1.
is on, yeah. Rook b1, it looks like a pretty straightforward one, yeah. So you're at least going to win back. Okay, wait. Now, if we play rook a1, you can put your queen back to b2, protecting it against.
Yeah. But Divya is a pawn up. And okay, white has compensation, but it's just compensation. Enough to hold the balance. H3. But
Exactly.
can Divya do this? It's, the worst comes to the worst. Divya can just go, I'm abandoning the b7 pawn. I'm just going to go bishop e6 and we agree a draw as quickly as possible and move on to the next game. Oi. Well,
Oh,
well, whoa.
she got the fork.
Bishop d3. Oh,
It's not going to be easy to win this endgame, but if we can win that pawn. But if you can keep that pawn, it should be a lot easier. Look at that. She's
right.
holding b7 pawn.
But the rook against the bishop. So say, for instance, you just move a rook away. The rook against the bishop is going to be an awful endgame. So you could go rook a8, just for instance. And you're going to be forced to go rook takes. And okay, well, no, this is even easier. This is even easier. Look, beautiful technique there from the 18-year-old Divya. I don't think I stressed it enough. 5 seconds for Valentina. King h2. And rook b6. And not so easy. Valentina with just seconds left on the clock, making things tricky. But in the end, king c7. And this is what needed to be done. b6. Pawn stays alive. And pawn is slowly going to march up the board. Rooks belong behind past pawns. And now she's got it. And look, Divya has 51 seconds remaining. Yeah.
She's going to creep closer. And there it is. She won on time. 4.5 to 6.5 with just 8 minutes left. But this is enough time if she is able to win 2 games in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, if she just wins one game, then, you could find yourself in the exact same situation that my Nava found herself, where she had to win with the black pieces. She did it. She won again on demand in the tie breaks. Yeah. 2 victories is something that you can recover. Sorry, 2 losses is something that you can recover from. So, okay, nice opening there from Divya. She has the bishop pair. She's got control over the C line. And yeah, it's a kind of, e5. E5 is a really interesting move because not only is black saying, hey, I'm giving you the bishop pair, but in the long run, the d5 pawn is incredibly weak. But there we see almost like Valentina's favorite thing is to set up a battery on this b8 h2 diagonal. There you go, threat and checkmate.
Little checkmate thread. And now what happens on g5?
You can go take and then go g5.
Yeah. g5, I think it's an ugly move, but it does the trick.
Yeah, and Divya, she quickly blocked that diagonal, so g3.
That could have spelled the end of her chances in the Speed Chess Championship match. As I think a win here for Valentina might not be enough time for Divya to cover if she wins. Probably still just enough, but she'd have to win 2 games in a row. We'll see. But a draw, I think, will keep her in contention. So if she wins or draws this game, Divya is in the hunt for that title to advance to the next round.
Yeah. 19 seconds for Valentina. And 6 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. And Valentina, she's got a great position. Knight takes pawn. Just steal as much material as possible and then live with the consequences. Because white can't lift the rook, so you can just mobilize the pawn. h4, take on g3, and then just go rook d2. And then harass the bishop.
Don't give a draw. Don't give a draw, because if she can make this, first of all, she might win the game. But even if it were to be a draw, she wants it to last as long as possible.
Exactly. And she's 2 pawns up, right? No need to agree a draw, but just play it out for 150 moves.
Either way, yeah, whether you win or whether you draw. Oh, bishop e6. Okay, so rook f3, though. That takes care of that, and now you're up 3 pawns.
Yes, and you can't take on a5, but okay, Divya's being tricky. I don't know whether that's a good strategy or not. Oh, beautiful shot there from Valentina. Rook b6. And here comes
this one is going to get it done for black, as this is the kind of stuff we teach the little ones. Got to get the king in front, and then you get the win. Very nice. The king is
Yeah,
the thing in the end game. We might call this the Women's Speed Chess Championships and make a lot of references to queens, but it's been about the king in a lot of these end games. We've seen some amazing end game play today.
absolutely. And I'm just, from a time point of view, Divya has to make up 3 points in 4 minutes and 17 seconds. Is this possible? It
You better
feels
win
like
fast,
nigh on.
baby.
Okay, well, hang on a second. What's happening here?
Oh
And
no.
yeah,
The queen doesn't
some
have a
more
lot of.
material.
I was thinking there might have been a
See,
way to trap that queen earlier.
it looked like it was possible. And Divya playing instantly. That's what she has to do. She basically can't
Ah,
lose
that's
any
why
time
she's
on the clock.
so quickly. I love that she's trying though. She's just like, there's a chance. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's fighting hard. And Valentina is also doing the same. Checkmate threatened on g2, so it has to defend against that. But this pawn on d3 is so scary. h4 to block the rook d2 is what I'm predicting. Stop this pawn from advancing. Yeah, okay, bishop d6. This is good stuff from Valentina. 3 minutes remaining in the match. And Valentina is corralling that pawn on d3. She's playing all the good moves.
That's right. She really is playing some fantastic chess here. As Divya is trying her hardest to not only win, but win quickly. And that's what you've got to do in chess or any game, poker, basketball. You don't have a good chance to win the match, but whatever that chance is, even if it's only 1%, you hold on to it.
Uh,
And even I don't think she's going to win this speed chess match, Jovi, but I'm really loving how she keeps fighting.
Me too. She's been resourceful to the bitter end. She's been very well prepared. She certainly has an incredible future ahead of her. But also, hats off to Valentina. She has played amazing chess. She's recovered from results that have not gone her way, they've been unexpected, and she's managed to turn things around. And Divya could turn things around because the rook cannot move. The queen will give checkmate on g2 if it does. And now comes Divya. Now, unfortunately, only 1 minute and 45 seconds is remaining in the match.
That's
It's
right.
too little too late.
She might be able to get one more game, but she'd have to find like some kind of miniature checkmate, and we unlikely that Gunina will allow that. But she will try.
Yeah. And we have 1 minute and 24 seconds. And maybe even
Oh
Valentina
no.
will turn it around.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? Yeah.
c7. Oh. Okay, king b5. Bishop d6.
Now what?
Yeah, this is nice to stop. And now comes the king. King b7. You cannot stop the c pawn from marching. And it probably is still really tricky. And there we see h5, the nail in the
Nope.
coffin. That's it. Valentina wins 8.5 points, 4.5 points, 37 seconds remaining in the match. Valentina has done it. She'll be moving on to the quarterfinals. Massive congratulations to Valentina. What a contender. What a star.
Oh yeah, I mean, both players really showed some incredible skills in this match. But I was very impressed by Valentina Gunina. Just a very low blunder rate, right? I mean, yeah, she lost a couple games here and there, and Divya played some fantastic chess, but it always felt like Valentina had things under control in so many positions. I was really impressed. She's a huge contender in this.
Absolutely. I was impressed by how she handled the middle game because even when she was in trouble, she was surprised. She was able to have all her wits about her and fight until the bitter end and often turn those results around. Very, very impressive there from Valentina. And for Divya, yeah, this is just the beginning for her. She's already World Girls Junior champion. I'm pretty sure she will be getting more achievements to her name. She'll be off to Budapest in September to play in the Indian team. And it's just the beginning for her.
And those world titles are really hard to win. I mean, on papers, I feel like, you and I have played in many of those, and you might be like, oh, okay, whatever. She was one of the higher rated players. Okay, she won. But no, everybody there is just like bloodthirsty, those events. They just want the medals for their country so bad. And yeah, it's a very impressive title to win.
Right, when I won the European Girls all the way back, I think I was maybe 10th seed. No one expected me to win, but I was like, I know I can do it. And talking about winning, well, f4 is a brilliant move there from Valentina because she's threatening bishop to b7 and there's going to be a deadly attack on g2. So that's why Divya, she cannot move the knight. And instead, she's hedging her bets on the far advanced c-pawn, but Valentina doesn't even let her get that. Instead, very accurate until the end. Now she captures. And yes, it's one last hurrah perhaps from Divya. But in the end, it was the Valentina show.
That's right. And rook b6 and queen e8, just corralling that pawn calmly. That's one way to put it. Calm, even in the face of great danger, has Valentina been today. And that's going to get her this match against a present and future star.
Absolutely. And there we see she picks up even more material. The A pawn is falling. But I like how she's precise until the very end. She doesn't allow rook c7 or black or white to feel any hope whatsoever. And oops, well, that was a tricky shot there from Divya. But in the end, the queens had to come off the board. And there we see it. Final score. 9.5 points for Valentina Gunina. 4.5 points for the young star Divya Deshmukh. What a fight it was. The score perhaps doesn't reflect the true nature of the fight. It doesn't really reflect how close some of the games were. But once again, keeping us entertained. And there we can see the final scoreboard. Valentina showing her dominance in the 3+1 and the bullet section. She just showed so much class throughout the event. Jen, it's been quite the experience. A lot of action, a lot of thrills, a lot of spills, some memorable moments. How have you found this so far?
Oh, wow. Both matches fantastic as we see Alexander Kostyanyuk and Valentina Gunina advance today as we take a look at our Women's Speed Championships Julius Baer bracket. We are going to see both of their names highlighted as Gunina is now going to be facing Lagno in the quarterfinals, while Kostyanyuk will face Vishali, and we have our final 8.
There we do. And on that note, once all the quarterfinals have been settled, well, we are going to go on a quick break as we set up an interview with Valentina Gunina.